Speaking of erasing poor schlubs, we've had a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, it has come up. Let's put it that way. It's come up in my Twitter. It's come up on email. People have been saying, why don't you watch Impact? Why don't you review Impact? Impact has been a great program. Impact is not getting the respect they deserve. They're having a great professional wrestling show over here. Nobody notices. Nobody's talking about it. Why don't you watch Impact? And it got to the point where I had just started saying to myself, you know, it can't be any worse than what we're having to look at. Maybe we should. I like Eddie Edwards. He's over there. Probably the only name I can think of off the top of my head that I like over there, that I know over there. Maybe we should do this. And I was going to, Brian, I was going to bring this up to you, and I knew you'd shit all over it because, you know, they're in the federal witness protection program, and nobody really gives a shit either way. But I figured with these few people bringing this up that I would at least give it a try and see what we had to say. There is now an impact rule here on the program. Did you hear what they done? Did you hear what they done on the TV?
I heard about it. I saw a clip, and for the record, I always get confused whether Impact is Wrestling Purgatory or Wrestling's Halfway House. But it's just filled with undesirables doing stupid shit every time I see a clip of it.
It's a halfway house for people that don't want to go all the way, apparently. They killed somebody. They murdered somebody. It's a murder mystery. Folks, if the All Friends program over on TNT Drama is a lot of high school drama, Impact has decided to counter-program this by having one of those murder mystery dinner theater things. I get what they've done. I guess they send you out a coupon for a box of Pop-Tarts. And you get your Pop-Tarts and you heat them up in the toaster, and then you watch them do the play as you eat your Pop-Tart dinner. The murder mystery unfolds in front of you. They were having a wedding. See that right there? As soon as you hear those words, you know this is not going to end well. They were having a wedding. The lights go out. The lights come back on. And the groom, who I've never heard of before, I can't remember his name now, is laying, while the lights were out, a shot rang out. And it was actually a goddamn sound effect, gunshot from like a fucking local TV show or something. And then the lights come back on, and there's the groom laying there. His white suit is stained with his blood because somebody shot him. And Tommy Dreamer, you just made the list, pal. I'm sorry. I can't excuse this in any way, shape, or form. Tommy Dreamer's another one of these guys that loves the wrestling business so much, he'll just go along with anything that the kids want to do. And he's kneeling over the body, screaming, oh, my God, they've shot whatever the fuck this guy's name is. And that's how the program went off the air. And that is how that the impact, I saw this on Twitter. It was a short enough clip they could put it on Twitter, and that's how the impact rule came to be. And the impact rule is I will never, ever watch anything that company produces. Ever. Ever.
I've had a Tommy Dreamer rule in effect for maybe 20 years.
He's such a nice guy.
That's the only thing anyone could say to ever excuse any of his crap. Because everything he does is stupid. It's stupid personified. If there's something really happening that's crappy, more than likely he's in the middle of it. Every time any promotion brings him back because he's one of the last vestiges of ECW.
Thank God for that, by the way.
I groan. Every time I see him, I groan. I go, oh no, not him again. Awful. He may be the best case for someone, you want to talk about the Paul Heyman Kool-Aid or the Paul Heyman masked hypnosis of the audience? Tommy Dreamer getting over to the extent he did is the biggest case of that. Never could do a promo, was never good in the ring, had to do the garbage wrestling because he wasn't good in the ring. And now since that time, he's just done every stupid thing imaginable.
Before I saw this clip, I would have thrown in, but he worked his ass off and beat his body up. He was ill-served by having Paulie as a mentor and an influence. But
he couldn't have gotten over it without doing that stuff.
Well, but anyway.
That's my point. If you'd brought him to Smoky Mountain, he wouldn't have gotten over at that point as a babyface. I used to watch him in IWCCW. I know what he was before Paul got a hold of him.
He wouldn't have got over as a heel either in Knoxville because nobody would have understood what the fuck was going on if he did that ECW shit down there. But anyway, but he's a nice guy, damn it.
So he's got that going for him.
Got that going for him. I continue to be disappointed in everybody I've ever known. I'll just bring this up here just right now since we're talking about being disappointed in people. Now, Jericho's not the only one that contributed to Donald Trump. The Undertaker on Twitter contributed to Donald Trump.
That's less surprising than Jericho.
But just people that you've liked and admired or were fans of or thought were normal. And then you hear this and you can never look at those people the same way again. And anyway, so the impact, as a matter of fact, the impact rule kind of leads into this other email. And what you just said about Mr. Dreamer, who's apparently dreaming.